This tutorial is for the Areas module of Construction Calc Pro, available on iOS and Android. So let's go ahead and go into the Areas module in the Geometry section. So this module is to calculate areas of various shapes, and you can also calculate areas of compounded shapes, so you can combine several different shapes to get a total area. This module is going to be used in conjunction with a lot of the estimation modules due to the fact that you will often need a complex area to calculate to cover with drywall or paint or tiles or block or many of the estimation modules. So I'll show you how this works. When you come in here, let's just reset it to make sure we're at ground zero. So now you pick a shape. As you pick your shape, of course, the diagram will change to that shape. And as you can see, there is a ton of shapes. So let's just go with a basic rectangle for this example. Once you have your shape picked, you go down into the dimensions section and you type in your dimensions and a quantity. So you could calculate for more than one of these. So if you had a bunch of circles or a bunch of squares, you can change that quantity. And you can change your result unit as well at the bottom here to show the unit, the calculated unit, the result, what unit the result's going to be in. So when you type on a dimension, the calculator is going to pop up. What this does is it allows you to enter your feet, inches, yards, or your meters, centimeters, millimeters in the calculator module easily, or you can actually do a calculation here as well. So I'll just show you how to do a calculation in here. So let's just go 4 feet plus 5 feet. Very simple one, obviously, and that'll give us our 9 feet. Now when we press the back button on our phone, that 9 feet will be entered in for our length of our rectangle. And now I'll go with a width of 5 feet. Again, the calculator will pop up. Enter your dimensions. You can also mix and match meters and feet. And press back. And now we'll have a rectangle 9 by 5. And we need a quantity in here. If you have a quantity of 0, obviously you're not going to get anything. So we will put in a quantity of 1 for now. Now let's put in a quantity of 2 for sake of example. And since we're using feet, we'll put our result units in square feet. And now we'll hit equals. This will show us our area for one shape, 45 feet squared. It'll show that we're calculating for 2 shapes. It'll show our total area, our area of all, which is 90 feet squared, because there's 2 45 foots, and our total area, 90 feet squared. These two look the same, but what one of these is the compounded number. So if we go out here, you can also email these results, but let's just go out of here for now. And we'll do another calculation. So let's do a simple one, 10 feet, back button, by 4 feet, back button, 1 shape, and equals to calculate. Now you'll see that we get our 1 shape, which is 40 feet squared. There's only one of them, so we still get 40 feet squared. But now you'll see that our total area is adding up. So we had 90 feet squared last time. We just added another 40 to it. We're now up to 130 feet squared. Now as we're doing this, we'll be able to compound shapes or even calculate a room where there's 2 different size walls or 3 different size walls. You can calculate the walls one at a time and work your way around and work on a total area. As we're doing this, all of these results are going into our calculator's memory as well. Reason for that is when you go back into your estimation module, say for drywall, you'll be able to call that value back out of the calculator. So we can go into this shape module, get an area, a very complicated area, and then go back into our drywall module and pull that area out to get a estimate on how much drywall we need to cover that area. And that's about it for this one. Let's just exit out so I can show you. Let's go into our calculator and pull up a list, and you'll see that in this list we have our area, and it labels it area module total 90 feet. And if I could manage to scroll this thing down, you can see your 130 feet squared down there as well. So it's keeping track of all our area calculations. And what this allows us to do later, we can go into an estimate module, say drywall, and instead of putting in just a simple length and height, we can just enter area, and we can take it out of our memory. So we can take our 130 feet squared back out of here, and that'll give us our area for our drywall estimate. So you can see these are often used in conjunction to get complicated areas, or even non-complicated areas for that matter, but a matter of grabbing several areas along several walls, and then come into the drywall module after and pick your area out of the calculator to get your material estimation. So that's about it for the areas module.